we had food fairs once a year. The teachers and students from grade 7 to grade 11 could arrange these stalls. When I was in grade 7, I was finally old enough to arrange. It was happening in a week. I decided that I would participate. Now, there were rules for it, and one of them was that it had to be a team of 3 or more people of your own class. Okay, this is important to the story. I was in the popular good category with some other boys and girls, and we were good. We never dominated others, alright? So theoretically, I should have had no problem finding a group, right? Wrong, because they irrationally hated us. I went around for super long to try to fit into a group, but they were already selected and ready. The next day, all teams were supposed to get the principal's approval. I wasn't ready, but I asked for more time, which I got. When there were just 2 days left, I'd given up hope, even though I really wanted to do it. But that day, the principal called me down to her cabin. She told me that I'm the person who could set an example to the 6th graders, so they're excited about it next year. Then we hear a knock at her door, and guess who comes in? The popular guys from my group. Google names for cool boys. Their names will be Ethan, Mason, Nolan, and Noah. We spoke about our problem, and a quick talk confirmed that we all had the same problem. We lacked a plan and a team. The principal said that we 5 should team up. We didn't know what to say, but we all agreed. You know how every school project ever is a horrible, horrible nightmare? We were about to smash that stereotype to the floor. So the principal suggests baking vanilla butter cookies. I was rightfully confused. My house doesn't have an oven, so I was a total newbie. The principal said she'd arrange for a teacher to help us as long as we bring all the ingredients, and our goal was 350 cookies. We agreed. The next day rolled around and we were ready. We started on the first period and the teacher in charge met us. She said that the kindergartners had a holiday and their class is the best place for us to bake. She taught us how to make cookies with the first batch. By that I mean she made the first batch and we watched and then she left. Best teacher ever. The principal didn't know we were lazy slobs. To our fortune, there was a 52-inch flat-screen TV there. We tried to turn it on. It required a school staff password. I somehow knew the password. I won't tell you how I pulled that off. Story for another time, peeps. So we got on the TV and there were so many Disney movies in there. We decided to watch and bake at the same time. As we were working, I realized a problem. In our school, we have a short break at 10 a.m. for breakfast. Around short break, we had already nailed 80 plus cookies. At this rate, we'll finish it quick and have to go back to class. We were lazy slobs too. My movies. So we decided to work as slowly as possible while we watched Disney movies. Problem number 2. We were the type that people had tons of expectations from. When we were lazily watching a movie while baking cookies, Ethan got up to go to the bathroom, peeked out at the door, and suddenly slept in and slammed the door behind him. The principal's coming. We looked around us and all our ingredients were in a messy pile. The TV was on with a school staff password that we shouldn't have had at all. The finished cookies were in a bowl just tossed in, and the Ziploc bags we got for putting cookies in were lying around. The worst part was that she'd seen Ethan. If she entered, it would be bad. She'd ask us to stop right there, and no one wanted that. My movies. We were all panicking. Ethan, take one cookie on a nice paper towel and give her to taste and buy us time. Noah, turn off the TV. Mason, the cookie pile. Nolan, Ziploc bags. I'll arrange the chairs so they're not in front of the TV. Somehow, Ethan gave us enough time and So around last hour, we started to discuss other details and calculated how we were going to sell these, who would get a break and when, and how we were going to attract people. And I'm happy to say, the stall was a huge success. Remember the beginning when everyone had formed groups and no one would take in the popular kids? All of them told us that they wished they could be in our group. We knew we won. As for the other 90%, we were so happy that our school was giving it to charity. And as for our team, we remained great friends. And that day, those 7 hours together gave rise to the most amazing group our school has seen. It wasn't those bad boys who got to be popular number 1. It was us.